Essay structure, body paragraph. These are the paragraphs that prove your thesis. They contain everything you need to say. They are the main part of any essay. This is the reason we're here, writing essays to express our ideas, and you need body paragraphs to be able to do that. Before you begin writing, you need to have a thesis, and you probably should have some kind of idea of what you want to be writing. So have a plan. There will be a video on outlines. You can make an outline. You can be just a simple list of 3 or 4 sentences that give you ideas of what you want. There's all kinds of different systems for writing outlines. You'll be able to see one in an upcoming video, and your teacher will probably be able to provide you one while you're writing the essay in class as well. All right. So planning. Let's use an example from another video in this series to get started. Our thesis statement is, school uniforms cause more problems for students than they solve. We came up with 3 main ideas to support this thesis. Cost. Uniforms are expensive, even if they are meant to help students who can't afford expensive, trendy clothes. Fashion and individuality. Uniforms prevent people from experimenting with their identity and expressing their creativity. Comfort. Although uniforms have become more casual, some of the fabrics and styles are still uncomfortable to wear. All right, so paragraph 1. With these brainstormed ideas, you now have 3 paragraphs worth of material. Your first paragraph will be about cost. For example, although school uniforms are meant to give students of all economic backgrounds more equality and cut competition in schools about who has the best, trendiest, and most expensive brands, the reality is the cost of uniforms can be as great as a regular wardrobe. The fact everyone will wear the same 3 styles of shirts or the same school sweater or jacket will eliminate brand name competition, but it does not necessarily give struggling families a more affordable option. A $100 hoodie is not an affordable item for some people. A school name and logo should not add $75 to the value of a $25 generic sweatshirt from an inexpensive shop. An alternative would be to ask students to buy any plain sweatshirt in a choice of school colors. At least then there would be some choice regarding cost and also color, which would make students feel at least a little more individual. Now, I'm going to talk about the parts of the paragraph here, and then you repeat this structure for every paragraph you write in your body paragraphs. So it's quite easy. Follow a pattern. It's not as tricky as it might seem. If you look at the purple sentence, this is your topic sentence. In other words, your mini thesis. So your paragraph has to be about one idea. And then the other sentences after the topic sentence support that idea. It's the same as an entire essay. If you look at the introduction video, I talked about how the thesis statement and the supporting ideas in the introduction will give you the structure for your whole essay. Well, the same is true here. You've got your topic sentence, and then you've got the content, and it's going to support the thesis. It'll connect your introduction. It'll connect back to the main idea of your essay. It's really quite simple. It's like building blocks. You have the bottom layer, the top layer, and the middle layer, and it all connects to each other and supports itself. Okay, so in our case here, the topic sentence is, although school uniforms are meant to give students of all economic backgrounds more equality and cut competition in schools about who has the best, trendiest, and most expensive brands, the reality is the cost of uniforms can be as great as a regular wardrobe. Now, the rest of this paragraph will address those kinds of ideas. Everything in green is a supporting idea, so that's what now supports your topic sentence. The fact everyone will wear the same 3 styles of shirts or the same school sweater or jacket will eliminate brand name competition, but it does not necessarily give struggling families a more affordable option. A $100 hoodie is not an affordable item for some people. A school name and logo should not add $75 to the value of a $25 generic sweatshirt from an inexpensive shop. An alternative would be to ask students to buy any plain sweatshirt in a choice of school colors. The last sentence in a paragraph, unlike being a concluding sentence, say in your introduction or your conclusion, will be actually a transition sentence. A skillful transition sentence links the idea of the next paragraph to the one you're already writing. So in this case, it's the sentence in yellow-orange here. At least then there would be some choice regarding cost and also color, which would make students feel at least a little more individual. Our second paragraph is going to be about individuality, and I've mentioned it right at the end of my first paragraph. So it's a natural flow into the next idea. Paragraph 2, you'll repeat the same technique. Here's the whole paragraph. I will leave you to read that for yourself. Okay, so the same techniques are used in paragraph 2. The purple sentence is the topic sentence. As teens are beginning to develop their identity and individuality, most of us want to spend some time and money experimenting with different looks. The green part is the supporting sentences. Whether a person wants to follow a favorite trendy fashion or makeup YouTuber, or tear a pair of black jeans just right to match a favorite pair of secondhand combat boots, teens should be able to have more than one day of freedom at school to show who they are on the inside. Clothes can also help you show who your people are, no matter if they are the jocks, the fashionistas, or the more bohemian, punk, or goth types. Everyone wants to be able to express themselves. These are the clothes people feel comfortable in, the ones they choose for themselves. That sentence, the last sentence, is the transition sentence. We mentioned comfort. These are the clothes people feel comfortable in and the ones they choose for themselves. The next paragraph is going to be about comfort. Paragraph 3, you get the idea. There's your purple topic sentence. This one's shorter, it doesn't matter. In fact, varying sentence length is a good technique in an essay. It keeps the reader interested and it becomes less repetitive to read. It's really boring to read sentences that are all the same length. Uniforms are uncomfortable. Uniforms are not nice to wear. We don't like wearing uniforms. It sounds like a robot. You don't want to sound like a robot. You want to sound like a person, a convincing person. So using various styles of sentences helps with that. Okay, the green part is, of course, your supporting ideas that explain the topic sentence. Talks about durability of clothes, how kids are hard on their clothes, strong synthetics might be more cost effective but are too hot and uncomfortable to wear all day long. And no matter what, and some people, on some people, clothes never fit right if a person doesn't have a standard body type. Okay, and then your transition into your conclusion, if this is your last paragraph, that can lead to all kinds of issues for teens with changing bodies, issues that teens no longer need to have amplified by uncomfortable, poorly fitting uniform. So you can transition into your conclusion from a sentence like that. Okay, now the summary. These paragraphs all connect to your thesis statement. They're all mentioned as the content of your introduction. Each paragraph has a topic sentence that acts like a mini thesis statement. The main part of the paragraph is all your proofs and content. If you were using quotes, this is where they go. There'll be videos on citations for more information on that. And try to use nice transition sentences that link to your next paragraph. Wait, there's more. What if you come across a cool idea while you are writing that you didn't think of? For example, and no matter what, some clothes just never fit right if a person does not have a standard body type. That can lead to all kinds of issues for teens with changing bodies. You might not have thought of this while you were planning out your essay. I didn't when I was planning out this mini essay that I'm making for you. But it seems like it might be a more interesting topic than, say, cost or maybe even comfort. So you could change one of your paragraphs entirely, just rewrite it to be about this topic, or you can add an extra paragraph to include your idea. If your teacher said write a 5-paragraph essay and you hand in 6 paragraphs, it's not going to be a disaster. No teacher is ever going to be too sorry that you did a little extra work. Just don't hand in a 5,000-page novel when we ask for 550 words. That's all. And this process, when you rewrite something or re-see your essay, is called revision. It might be more work, but it may be a better essay. Something you can think about while you're writing. And that's it. That's all there is to it.